Hello, it's Victoria from Coastal Themes and I am back with another video. So in this video I'm going to be looking at Framer's new scale feature. I'm going to be trying it out, seeing how it works on different types of components, and I'm also going to talk a bit about the similarity to how close together the launch was to Figma's lock ratio feature release. So if you've seen Figma's lock aspect ratio feature, if you've tried it out, it's not really the same as the scale feature, and I'm gonna say that the scale feature on Framer is actually incredible, and tried it a few times, tried it on a few things, and my problem on Figma was that I always used to have to click on element, go into my plugins and use a plugin called Proportional Scale. And Proportional Scale is pretty much exactly what the scale tool on Framer does. So goodbye Figma, hello Framer, and let's use this scale tool. So I'm going to click on an element. I'm going to start with this image element. So this is, let's click on the layers. This is a block with loads of logos inside, and these logos are just images in the fill. So I'm going to click on the block, I'm going to hit K, and you can see this scale feature takes up the right hand bar. And so there's a few ways to scale. You can scale by percentage, which is something I really like to do. So I want it to be half the size, so 0.5, and it halves in size. And you can see all the elements inside also scale down proportionally. Nothing shifts out of place, nothing gets weird. Lovely. So that's the first way, scaling by aspect ratio by size. And so you can select different presets, but you can also type 1.25 to make it 1.25 times its size. So that is one way. Other way is to scale by size. So we'll come back to origin. Scaling by size is pretty much choosing the size. So sometimes you need things to fit a certain height or certain width. You can do this here. So I need this to be 500, hit enter, and the height will proportionally scale with it. You set one or the other and they'll work together. Origin is the point around which the scaling happens. So you can see here, if I scale this up, it's kind of growing from the center out. But if I change the origin to be this left-hand point, and you can see the X and Y ratios kind of move with it, so you can type in more specific percentages if you'd like. So that is how origin works. In addition to this, you can also hit K to open the scale panel, and you can simply just click and drag, and automatically all those numbers, all those digits will change depending on how you're scaling it, and all you have to do is click and hold and it will scale proportionally, which is lovely. So let's put it back to normal, and then we're going to try this on text. So text, you might have text styles applied, you might have a few things going. If you click on text, so this is just direct text layer, hit K and start scaling, you can see that the text scales. So now if we inspect it, we can see that the size of the text has increased, whereas before it was a style. So actually the style that you do have applied disappears. So that's good to keep in mind in case you have text styles and start to play with the scale tool and see these text styles disappearing. So if I remove that, you can see it's 72. If I start to scale it up, it becomes 106. So it kind of just moves to become the size it needs. And then if we look at a component that has a little bit of everything, so this stack has some images, it also has animations, it has text and background fills. We're going to hit K, we're going to half this. So you can see here, everything's scaled perfectly except these features here, because these are carousels which are pulling in the content like so. So I haven't scaled these, so everything's scaled except for the components that weren't directly in here. So that's also good to keep in mind. And the next thing we're going to try is scaling a component. So this is when a component is linked in the assets panel. So I'm going to scale it on the page to see if this works. So if I scale this down, you can see here that the text doesn't scale down. So to scale this, I would have to go to the component, to the asset itself, hit K and scale it down. And if I went back home, you can see it's actually scaled it down a bit weirdly. So keep that in mind if you're wanting to scale components. Other than that, the scale tool is really helpful, I think, for images, for stacks or grids of loads of images. If you have text that isn't necessarily linked to text styles and you want to scale it up and down and you're working on more of the design in your framer, I think scale is a really, really handy tool. Let me know below, have you been using the scale tool since it came out? What are your thoughts? Does this kind of replace what we had on Figma? Because on Figma we're kind of stuck with plugins. There's the log aspect ratio. It doesn't really do the same thing, and I think this is super strong, super helpful for design, and would love to hear your thoughts. And that is all from me today. If this helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!